what's going on, guys? This is Anime1 back with a new video, and today I'm here with a new parts of What If Naruto was neglected and had Yhwach power. So if you guys like the content in the channel, please subscribe to the channel, and while you're at it, also like this video. So sorry I butchered Yhwach's name as Yhwach, so yeah. Let's start this video without any delay. So we start this one off with the time skip immediately happening as Naruto is in his room just chilling as during this 4 years that have passed he thinks about all his plans and everything that has happened and what is gonna happen today. Menma and Mito are supposed to come back to the village after Jiraiya's training, and he today is gonna do a major thing. He is gonna go rogue, but we're gonna go rogue in a classic nice style. That's what Naruto thinks, right? His entire goal is to just become the strongest in the world, rule the world with an iron fist. So Naruto decides that it's time to do this. As soon as he thinks that he vanishes, and after some time Naruto can be seen walking in an underground bunker of some sorts where seals are around everywhere, and Naruto while thinking walking around the underground bunker is pretty much thinking, okay, these are seals that clearly cut any kind of clairvoyance ability, specifically the Byakugan. Like Naruto can see that because of the seal formats and all that stuff. He had studied seals quite a bit, so that was a good thing. Naruto was just walking around as few root ninja member came in front of him, and they're like, how did you find this place, and what the hell are you doing here? Naruto would not answer them. He would immediately activate his karma seal, and in his mind he would say, Yhwach, don't you want some freedom? Well, I'll just give it to you. Just remember to kill Danzo Saimura. I can kill him myself, but I'm just feeling too lazy. Why don't you do it for me? As Naruto said that in his mind, Yhwach would of course, just scoff and he does glare at Naruto. They don't have a really good relationship since Naruto sort of uses him and his powers and all that stuff. As Yhwach would have, since it is a chance for his freedom, he would immediately take it as. And the karma seal would actually start spreading more and more and more. And Naruto's eyes would have changed. Naruto, instead of having only one pupil in his eye, he would have 3. Naruto would have 3 pupils in his eyes, as Yhwach did. And then Yhwach, who's now in control of Naruto's body, start speaking. It's been a long time since I've gained control over this body. Now that I do have a control over this body, I'll make sure that everyone in that wretched Sagoromo's planet pays for it. As Yhwach says this, he goes the fuck off. Many root members try to stop him, but even if they kill him, it's like Yhwach pretty much disappears and appears a distance away like nothing ever happened. And soon, when all this is over, Danzo, who is watching from a far distance, just watch all of this with a glee in his eyes, as he would, think that, does this boy also have this analogy that he's pretty much cheating that. Soon as that would happen, since all the root members are pretty much dead, Yhwach would make quick work of them, and Yhwach would start running towards Danzo, who at this time would have already unlocked his Sharingan arm and just ready to fight Yhwach. As their battle would start off, Danzo noticed something. He had killed Yhwach already 2 times, but Yhwach didn't seem to be phased. As Yhwach would start to speak. You're wondering if I have the same ability as you. I've seen it. The Izanagi. It uses the concept of the yin and yang release, the creation of all things. Isn't that right? To rewrite reality. As Yhwach would say that, Danzo would narrow his eyes. How do you know that? Danzo would say. Yhwach would smirk. My ability is sort of similar, but instead of you, I can not only see the future, I can change it. As Yhwach says that, Danzo's eyes would widen. That's no. Not only can I change it, I can see all possible outcomes that will happen. Meaning, I already know how to take care of your ability. As Yhwach would say that he and Danzo would start to battle again, Danzo would notice that Yhwach was just toying with his Anbus, and was not even like going all out, not even like a fraction of his power Yhwach was using, because when he starts fighting Danzo, he goes a little serious, and his physical stats are just off the roof. And Danzo, who's down to his last shotting gun, that is Sisui's shotting gun, in his eye socket. Not Sisui shotting gun, a spear shotting gun. Sisui is not dead. A spear shotting gun in his eye socket. Yhwach would just smirk at him and be like, "Boy, oh boy, you messed up, and right now this boy wants you dead, and so do I." Yhwach would raise his sword and bam, Danzo would have been killed. As Danzo would have been killed, Naruto would, just carry our Danzo's dead body, and go towards the Hokage Tower. This time Naruto has, of course, gained control over his body now. As Naruto would go towards the Hokage Tower, which is just above the bunkers, and he would go towards, he would teleport into Minato's office. Minato would be like, "What the fuck? Naruto, what are you doing here?" But before anything he could speak further, he would see Danzo's dead body in Naruto's shoulder. As Minato would see that, he would be like, "Naruto, what did you do?" As Naruto would in a smirk, "What does it look like I did, father? It's of course I got rid of one of your biggest threats in the village. Shouldn't you be thanking me?" Naruto would say in a mocking tone, and Minato would look at him. "Naruto, this is not something that even I, the Hokage, can actually spare you for." And Minato would say that as he would close his eyes, and his eyes would turn icy cold. Anbu. As Minato would say that, Anbu would surround Naruto and point their sword at his neck. Naruto would be like, "Oh my, won't you look at that? The Hokage trying to kill his own son. How poetic." As Naruto would say that, Minato would look at him. "You have committed a treason, and as the Hokage, you cannot let this slide. Anbu, arrest him." As the Anbus tried to, Naruto, who was pretty goddamn strong, of like bluish aura would surround Naruto, as all the Anbu would be thrown back by Naruto's sheer amount of chakra that he just pulsated, and soon Naruto would have vanished. Minato, who would just slump down to his chair since Naruto escaped, and he cannot sense Naruto currently since Naruto is an Otsutsuki. He can completely erase his chakra signature. After all this happens, Naruto is outside of the village. He's just looking at the village and be like, "What a waste. Since now I'm free, I can work on my plans." Naruto would say that as he would start to walk away. Soon the news would spread around that the Naruto, the killer or the demon of the Hidden Leaf Village, has killed the third, one of the elders, and just fled. Everyone would be shocked that the Hokage's son did this, to one of the elders, and Naruto would be start to hate it throughout the village, specifically Menma, since he really didn't even like Naruto before, and right now the things are not looking good for Naruto anyway, right? So the Kazakage retrieval mission happens the same. There's nothing really changes there. Instead of Naruto, it is Mito who went to the mission, and everything pretty much happens the same. Sasuke was not gone rogue because of the Uchiha clan being alive, so they really didn't have the need to go to the Tenchi Bridge, because reason they didn't have the need to go to the Tenchi Bridge because Naruto, on the other hand, was searching for Orochimaru. Orochimaru, who's just experimenting at his lab, would sense a presence behind him, as this would be Naruto's intent, to make Orochimaru sense his presence, and then Orochimaru would turn around and look at Naruto. and be like, how did he get here? And Naruto would be like, yeah, I just pretty much killed all of his subordinates. Don't get me wrong, but they were pretty goddamn weak. And Orochimaru would, just start to fight Naruto with the Kusanagi. Naruto would, toy around with Orochimaru a bit, but decide that, the snake is getting a little annoying and, beat him down. Soon, he would just beat him down and put a sword on Orochimaru's neck. He would be like, now listen, snake. You will do as I say, otherwise I will kill you. And do not think that your curse mark will save you. I'll use a seal which permanently seals your soul. No matter what body you come up to, all of the cursed marks will vanish and you will die permanently. Orochimaru is just thinking, that he's cornered, and he, nods as, saying to Naruto that he will listen. Naruto would say that he needs that he will be the new leader of Sound Village, and this time actually he's gonna take Sound Village to heights unseen. Orochimaru would of course disagree with this at first, but Naruto, just with his almighty eyes, the almighty eyes, with the three pupils in each eyes, when it just glare at Orochimaru, just eventually just had to agree with it. There's no way that, he can disagree with this anything anyway. So eventually, after like 2 or 3 months, the village has grown a lot, like a lot. And because Naruto uses Shadow Clone Jutsu quite a bit, and managed to, with the help of a few builders here and there, actually managed to rebuild the bridge. The bridge in the Sound Village have been rebuilt. Kanabi Bridge, not the Kanabi Bridge. I mean, the normal infrastructure of the Sound Village has improved a lot, and the import and exports, the business of Sound Village, it has improved a lot. So the daimyo of the Sound Village is really happy since his country is getting really strong. After all of this, Eva, aka the Stone Village, would get the hang of this. The Stone Village is growing at a really quick rate. They would. Eva really didn't take much of an interest in the Sound Village at first, but now that they're growing, he has taken quite a bit of interest. He's not gonna lie, he has taken quite a bit of interest in the Sound Village. Now, the thing that Naruto did is, everyone of Orochimaru's lackey that were actually, a little strong, Naruto gave them a portion of his power. And after giving a portion of his power, all the, Sound Village people, they are pretty goddamn strong. Like, really, really strong. Like, in Bleach, Captain level strong. And Captain level strong is almost like a Kage level strong. So all of them are like Kage level pretty much. Because, all of them have a bit of Naruto's power. So Onoki decides that this is the perfect opportunity to take over the Sound Village, since it has grown a lot, and if they take over it, their country will pretty much benefit a lot. So Onoki sends about 2,000 ninjas to take over the Sound Village, since he thinks that much will be enough. And Naruto and Orochimaru, who sense this incoming attack coming, they're like, these fools did not know what's coming to them. After all that happens, Orochimaru, Naruto, and the rest of his army go to face up against this, and they absolutely slaughter those 2,000 shinobis of Eva that came here. The news would eventually go back to Onoki, who would be pretty goddamn pissed that 2,000 of his shinobis have been killed, and he would pretty much contemplate whether he should declare war on Eva or not. I mean, on Sound Village or not, since they disrespected him pretty badly. But he would decide, just to stay put right now, with the Akatsuki threat looming over the horizon, specifically after they've captured so many tail beasts, since Roshi and Han have been captured by the Akatsuki. After all this happens, the Hidan and Kakuzu arc pretty much goes the same. Nothing really changes there. And the Jiraiya the Gallant arc goes the same as well. Jiraiya dies, unfortunately. Nothing can really change that. Pain attacks the village. He leaves, and eventually he's crushed since Konoha is a lot more stronger than it was in canon. Minato is alive, so now Jiraiya is unfortunately dead, but Kakashi is there. The entirety of the Uchiha clan is there, and really doesn't stand a chance. Pain really doesn't stand a chance. So after Pain is defeated, Toby managed to take Pain's eyes away, just for safekeeping. Toby actually implants one of Toby's eyes into his eye socket. Just in Naruto, there's nothing really rare like that. That you can just boop your eyes in, and they'll eyes are pretty much like bulbs in Naruto, right? There's nothing really mistaking that. So eventually, Conan, who managed to escape Toby's grasp, would go towards the Sound Village, thinking of asking of an aid to the new leader of the Sound Village. So he would eventually land on the Sound Village's barriers, and she would be confronted by a few guards, and she would request to see the leader of the Sound Village. They would be a little skeptical, but they would agree that just let her go. Since they would hear Naruto's voice in their head, just telling them that just let her go, just let her come in, and eventually they would agree. Soon that would happen. Conan would appear in front of Naruto and ask for his help. Toby's gonna take over the world by resurrecting the Jubi. She pretty much tells Naruto the entirety of the internal Tsukuyomi's plan, and she says that only the 9 tails is left to get captured, since the 8 tails also had been captured since Toby went after the 8 tails himself. Naruto would be like, okay, the Jubi, he would say, being a little surprised, since he is technically an Otsutsuki, so he knows about the Jubi and the chakra fruit and whatnot. Conan would nod, saying that yes, if the Jubi is planted, the entire world will be destroyed. Naruto is like, yeah, I'm well aware of that. Fine, I'll help you. But meanwhile, Naruto and Conan are talking. The 5 Kage are having a summit, and Toby pretty much comes like at dawn, and pretty much declares the war on all of them if they don't have a hand over the 9 tails, which of course they won't, since they're the Hokage's children. And Toby pretty much declares war on the entire world as the 4th Great Shinobi War had begun. Nothing again changes there, since Sasuke is not supporting Toby. Danzo is already dead, so no Danzo thing happening. Minato by himself was more than enough to take care of Pain. So after all this happens, soon the Sound Village, specifically Naruto alone, decides to join the war to aid them. Kabuto, who went rogue and had joined Toby, decides to do the Edo Tensei and whatnot. Orochimaru would ask Naruto whether he wants to know how to undo the Edo Tensei, and Naruto would say, yeah, of course he does. He wants to undo the jutsu. Orochimaru would say to Naruto that he needs to let Kabuto perform a set of hand seals, and that's the only way to get the Edo Tensei undone. Naruto would be like, okay, that's a bit of problem. Again, he would tell this intel to the Uchiha, specifically Fugaku, who is the leader of the Uchiha clan. He would try to attack Naruto since he's one of the most mentored one in Konoha, but Naruto would say to him that this is not the time to be fighting. This is the time that they should be taking down Toby, or the man that is trying to revive the 10 tails. Fugaku would agree with this, and soon Madara would be revived as a menace in the society that he is. Naruto, who would sense Madara getting revived, would actually get pumped up, since Madara is pretty goddamn strong. Naruto would start to fight Madara, and then soon he would realize that Madara is still no match for him. Even with all the hacks and how strong Madara is with his perfect Susanoo, Madara cannot defeat Naruto. He notices that, and Madara is like, this boy is quite strong. And Naruto is like, you're calling me a boy? I have more experience than your daddy had. And the disrespect is on another level, as Naruto, pretty much wrecks Madara. If you guys don't know, all with Almighty, Naruto is invincible. Nothing can really defeat him. And with this development, Madara pretty much flees and goes towards to help Obito capture the Nine Tails. In this case, which Obito and Madara together actually extract the Nine Tails out of Minma, and Mito is still left alive since they don't need that much of the Nine Tails, and the Jubi is revived. Since Madara is at a Tensei, he can really not become the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, and Obito, with the white mask on, becomes the Jinchuriki of the Ten Tails, and his mask breaks while he becomes the Jinchuriki, since he has the horns and stuff. After all that, Kakashi and Kushina, along with Minato, are shocked to see that Obito is alive. Are just asking why the hell is he doing all of this. After Obito pretty much takes care of the entire alliance, Naruto decides to step up and deal with this himself. He's an Otsutsuki at the level of Ishiki, so you can already guess his, strength and his speed and agility. And Naruto decides that he will go all out. He's not gonna be holding back, as entire black aura, a deadly, mysterious and malice black aura would surround Naruto's entire body. As instead where his eyes were, now instead of only having 2 eyes, Naruto has like a 5 or 7 eyes in his head, right? And they all are like sort of made of chakra, and they all are like yellowish in color. Naruto would start to fly, and then he would start battling Obito. Obito would soon realize, even with the Jubi, he's no match for Naruto. And if you guys do not understand how powerful Yhwach with the power of the Soul King was, he was unstoppable. And the only reason they were able to defeat Yhwach was, because of the plot armor of the Quincy's, sacred object being able to stop Almighty for a minute or so. But in this case, since there is no sacred object that can stop Almighty, Obito is getting wrecked. And soon Naruto decides that this, chronicle beast should not have the Jubi's power, and decides to take Jubi's power outside Obito and absorb it himself for himself. But this will not change Naruto's body in any shape or form. He's, since he's already an Otsutsuki, this will not really change his body much. Soon after all this happens, Naruto deals with Madara and, seals him away. Naruto tells the entire world that, that he's done with their bullshit, and that he doesn't wants war to happen anymore, and it should all be really peaceful and quiet in this world. And he tells them, don't they agree? They pretty much agree after seeing such a horrendous war happening and whatnot. Naruto says that the only way to achieve peace is one nation that takes over the others. All the other nations, get the idea of what Naruto is saying. He's pretty much saying that, you all need to kneel before me, or you're gonna get destroyed. After witnessing Naruto's power and what he can do, they really don't have much of a choice. They try to fight back. Specifically, the 5 Kage try to fight back, but after Naruto, take care of all of them, but pretty much one hit KOing all of them, decides that they all decide that it's not worth it. Their 5 Kage got dealt with under 5 seconds. So yeah, there's no way that they stand a chance against this man. They all yield, and the entire world is under Naruto's thumb. The entire world is under Naruto's thumb, as is the supreme ruler of the world now. After all this happens, Conan this time actually manages to get together with Naruto, and they have a kid. I'll not name the kid because I don't know what the fuck to name him. So Conan and Naruto are the one that ended up together. Classy, I guess. Naruto with a MILF. But anyways, soon Momoshiki and Kinshiki attack Naruto, takes care of them. But relative ease, and then Ishiki along with Kawaki. Like Naruto saves Kawaki as he sees himself in Kawaki a bit, and Kawaki tells him about Ishiki and Jigen and whatnot, and Jigen decides to invade. And once he does invade, he gets his ass whooped, and Ishiki appears. Ishiki gets his ass whooped, and yeah, Ishiki gets his ass whooped, and nothing really changes from there on. Ishiki is wrecked. Kawaki eventually, via Amato, gets a karma back, and yeah, nothing really changes there. Since Naruto was the one who took care of Momoshiki, well, his son wasn't the one who finished the job for him. But since that happened, Naruto is an Otsutsuki, and you cannot implant a karma on Otsutsuki. So yeah, Momoshiki is dead, so there is no karma implanting a Momoshiki on board. So in this case, so Kawaki is the only one that has karma along with Naruto. Naruto was the karma in form of pretty much similar to like Kawaki in pure form of a pure weapon. So yeah, this is the end of the series. Hopefully you guys liked it, and if you did, like the video and subscribe to the channel and share this video with as many of your friends as possible, since we want the channel to grow. And I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, peace out guys, see you in the next one.